YouTube, YT, what it be, man? It is your boy from JJ's Kicks, and we are back official, man, in that Wednesday mix. Hope everybody's having a great day, man. It's been kind of a slow day as far as sneaker news, but we got a couple of bits of info for all y'all just to kind of keep you in the know. Let's jump right into it, man. Shout out to my man OS Teddy in the back doing his thing. This is kind of an older OS Teddy. I think this is a couple years back, man. The good old days and shit, man. How quickly time fucking flies and shit, man. Can't believe it's already gonna be 2020 and shit. Anyways, man, as far as releases, let's go back a few days and talk Yeezys, man. The Cloud Whites, definitely a fan of that sneaker, man. Was able to cop 2 pairs. Sold out same day. A lot of interest in that sneaker for some reason. I don't know, man. Everybody's been talking about how similar all these Yeezys been and shit. And for some reason, everybody was feeling this fucking sneaker, me included. You know what I'm saying? So I was able to get my pairs, and I'm definitely happy that I did. Just to talk resale info on that, because I know a lot of people are copping Yeezys to resell now. All these shoe tubers included. And I ain't mad at that. Let's just put my 2 cents in on that. If you are not interested in a sneaker, and especially all the shoe tubers out there, a lot of shoe tubers grab shoes every damn release. Let's just say every damn release to give you guys the content and the information to kind of give you, you know, that information if you're gonna, you know, you want a cop or not. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of times, most shoes are GRs. Some of these shoes ain't worth copping, but it's definitely content worthy shit that they want to kind of relay to you. And I ain't mad at them if they give you that content and they flip them, they get rid of them, they even take them back to the goddamn store. I mean, there's no sense in keeping a sneaker if you ain't gonna wear it. You know what I'm saying? So that's just me, man. You know, if you cop these Yeezys and your intentions are just to kind of give you that content and then flip them, then that's cool, man. Everybody's got to, you know, make their money, you know what I'm saying? So I'm seeing that a lot, especially with these Yeezys that are kind of looking all the same, and these Cloud Whites and Citrines ain't no different. Speaking of Citrines, man, the Citrines, I was able to grab a pair. They are still actually available on Yeezy Supply. They have a couple of sizes left. I think a size 11 and a 12. And it's already a couple days, you know, with past the release and shit. It's a nice sneaker, but it's not drawing as much interest as the Cloud White, that's for sure. Obviously, it's still sitting. The Cloud White sold same day and shit. But looking at, you know, I had 2 sneakers in hand, and they don't look the same. I would definitely say that they don't look the same. I'm gonna give them that. Whereas we've had some similar shoes in the past, kind of look similar. Even the 700s, man. We're seeing a lot of 700s that are looking similar. I guess it is what it is. But that's gonna change in a couple months, man, and we'll talk about that in a minute. As far as other Yeezy releases, we have some boots that are just sitting that ain't nobody wanting them here in Cali, because we don't need them here in Cali. Let's be honest. I mean, not unless you a hardcore Yeezy collector, I don't see those things selling at all, man. Speaking of shit that ain't selling at all, you're seeing a lot of Yeezy power phases dropping on Yeezy Supplies. I think there's 3 colorways. All of them are sitting full-size runs, man. Ain't nobody interested in no fucking power phases no more. And I think the only interest why they initially drew, you know, that interest, I should say, was because they couldn't get no Yeezys back when them power phases first came out. So that was their only way of getting a shoe with that Yeezy label on it. And actually didn't even have the Yeezy label on it. But, you know, it is what it is, man. Obviously, with Yeezys more available, man, some shoes are gonna fall victim, and that sneaker definitely fell victim to the abundance of, you know, Yeezys being available to everybody and shit. You know, it's a nice sneaker, but not for $120, man. You can get an Adidas Continental, same fucking sneaker in my opinion, man, for half the price. I don't see the point, especially, you know, now when you can either get a Continental or an actual fucking Yeezy. So them shits are sitting, man. Those things, I don't see them doing anything. Other than that, let's talk other Yeezys, man. News of the day, we got 3 upcoming V2s that are coming in December and January. Now these are drawing, let's just say, significant interest in shit, man. We got the Yeezy the Yeezy Real, which looks like a fluorescent, basically a frozen yellow almost, and a Yeshaya. 3 different funky fucking names, if you ask me. But basically it's a black, a Volt color neon, and I want to say a purple joint. Yeah, these 3 joints right here, man. You know, I'm definitely feeling the first black Yeezy. You know, the Yeshiel. That shit looks pretty dope, man. I'm not gonna lie. I can't help but like it. It's so goddamn off looking. I like it. You know what I mean? It's one of them sneakers, man. Kind of reminds me of the 500s, an ugly ass sneaker that I love. Drawing a lot of interest, you know, looking on my Instagram feeds and shit. A lot of comments, fire, 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 fire. I've been seeing a few trash comments as far as that goes, but you know, you're gonna get every now and on every sneaker, you're gonna get somebody, you know, just kind of putting their, you know, not liking the sneaker. Not everybody's gonna like this fucking shoe. So, you know, especially with there's a lot of going on, man. These sneakers are pretty busy and shit. They got a bunch of colors all over the place, and I think that's why I'm feeling them. Well, at least the black one, anyways. The other 2, not so much. My least favorite is definitely that purple joint, which would be the Yeshaya. Just something that I wouldn't wear personally. I am definitely a little bit more conservative with my colorways. That's just a little bit too grade school in my opinion, man, but that's just me. I know a lot of people are gonna dig that shoe. But again, these 3 V2s, man, and you know, drawing a lot of interest in, these might just be the last V2s that are being, 350s I should say, that are going to be released. We are gonna start seeing the V3 come in, and to be honest, y'all, that motherfucking sneaker is just horrible. So take advantage of these V2s, man, because these V3s that are gonna be coming out pretty soon, I ain't gonna even try and cop, man. I don't care if the resale on them is fucking, I don't give a fuck. This shoe to me is just horrible. The silhouette is just bad. I don't know how they went from the V1 to this V3. It doesn't look good from Adidas and the Yeezy camp after these 3 drops in December and January. Once that V3 comes out, and then we also got a Yeezy motherfucking Croc coming out, or a slipper or a slide. I don't know what the fuck that thing is, but it's fucking horrendous. I think that's done, man. You're gonna see the end of the 350 as we fucking know it. I'm telling you, man, that 350 in my opinion is just trash, and I'm sorry to say it because I'm a huge fan of Boost Tech, the Yeezys, and Adidas for that, man. You know, jumping back, I'm kind of hoping that they really go back to how the Ultra, you know, going back to Ultra Boost. I'm a huge fan of Ultra Boost. I have not said this enough. Go back to the old Ultra Boost silhouette, y'all, Adidas, because that 19 is just horrible, man. Flipping back to the Yeezys though, man, again, I would take advantage of copping at least 1 or 2 of these sneakers because the V3's coming out, and I have a feeling them things are gonna be sitting, man. Those are outlet worthy and shit, in my opinion. Other than that, man, that's pretty much it from the Adidas side of things. Today, from JB Jordan brand, we had the Jordan 34 come out in the Blue Void colorway. Now, that's a pretty good name because right now it's pretty insignificant as far as shoes as in Void. Nobody's buying this sneaker, man, and it's it kind of sucks because I'm rooting for this fucking sneaker. I'm rooting for a new J to be loved by the masses and shit. I really loved the 33 last year's or the last season. I love the 33. I copped the OG colorway. I love that sneaker. To me, it's definitely a performance-based sneaker, but you can pull it off casually, and it's something that, you know, the OG colorway was one of my favorites, and like I said, I definitely like that sneaker. I'm not stuck on retros 1 through 14. I'm always willing to give any J a chance, man, but it seems like a lot of dudes just will not even budge. As you know, they won't even give it a chance, man. If it ain't a retro 1 through 14, they ain't looking at it. And it's like, how you gonna be, you know, it gets kind of boring after a while. You know, you got to throw that versatility into your collection. And to me, just kind of keeping it 1 through 14 is cool, but you know, you definitely want to have different shit in your stable, man. And that's just me. Everybody's different, I know. But again, the 34, not selling well, sitting like pretty much everywhere. Maybe it might be the colorway. I know a lot of people were suggesting or kind of hoping that a different colorway, a black and red or something really true to the Bulls and shit, to MJ, would come out initially. It's kind of weird that they came out with this blue teal colorway first instead of like a Bulls colorway, or at least something similar to the Bulls colorway, because this is just way off. But it is what it is, man. And I'm not mad at the silhouette. Like I said, maybe a different colorway will help this sneaker sell a little bit more, but for right now, the shit's sitting. Speaking of other shit that's sitting, of course, we have the Jordan 12 that just came out in that game royal, or that blue game, what their people are calling it, a blue game and shit. Shit's still sitting everywhere, man. And I think there's only a couple of sizes on the sneakers app. You know, this sneaker, like I said before, it's a nice sneaker, man, but it just doesn't look right, because to me, that silhouette especially needs to be in an OG colorway. That's just me. Especially, you know, it comes back to, for me too, is like a Jordan 3. You know, I have the true blues, and to me, it's hard for me to wear that sneaker sometimes because it just doesn't look right in a blue colorway. You know what I'm saying? And as much as I am open to non-OG colorways, I'm stuck on that black cement 3, man. There's gotta be some red in it, you know what I'm saying? And the 12 is the same way with me. It's gotta come in an OG colorway. Although this is a very nice sneaker, this blue game, or this game royal, whatever you want to call it. The leather quality is good on it, and you know, like I said, it's just to everybody's preference, man. I'm hoping I can catch a sneaker on the back end, maybe on sale and shit. Right now, I'm just gonna hold. You know, I definitely, and to be honest, the 12 is not my most favorite silhouette. Just me personally. So yeah, I'm gonna let that shit sit and hopefully catch it on a sale or something, man. Speaking of J's, you know, every J is sitting, man. If it ain't a really unique or collab, you know, it's pretty much sitting. The only J's that are really selling out are ones that are fairly limited, or come in a women's sneaker, or it's really got to be a really nice colorway. The only one I think that have sold out has been the Obsidians, and of course the Satins. And I don't count the black toe Satins, because that was a fucking women's sneaker. So of course that's just gonna sell out. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, it's been pretty, you know, pretty stale, man. Ain't nobody's buying J's. There are a lot of them are sitting, or a lot of people are kind of wising up and saying, you know, why am I gonna pay full price when I know I can catch that shit later for a fucking really better, you know, for a sale price? You know, for example, the Tinker 3s. Those Tinker 3s, man, I copped them. Those black Tinker 3s, I copped them for $200. I wanted them. I liked the sneaker, but I should have waited, because now I can get them for $130, $140 and shit, man, which is a $60 to $70 savings. Now that shit adds up. When you buy sneakers as much as I do, you multiply that $60, $70 by 4, 5, that's another pair of sneakers, man. So, you know, it definitely pays off to wait and see if that retail price turns into a sale price, especially now. Every fucking GR is sitting, man. Speaking of new releases, or speaking of Jordan Brand with the new releases, man, we are seeing this Saturday, JB is dropping a one in a yellow and perforated white colorway. It is called the First Class. Everybody is, it's kind of mixed reviews, man. This barcode is what's throwing people off, man. I ain't really feeling these barcodes on the sneaker. And then on top of it, it is a perforated sneaker. A lot of people ain't feeling that perforated shit, man. I get it. But you know what? It's definitely a different looking J, a different one that, you know, we're not usually seeing and shit. So I'm interested in it, but again, this kind of falls into that same category of maybe waiting to catch it on a sale price, because I don't think this shoe is gonna sell out unless it's ultra limited, and I don't think it is. I think this is a pretty much mass GR, so I think this shit's gonna sit just like every other J, man. It's kind of a stale time, man. I'm gonna be real, it is definitely a stale time. So I would definitely look into waiting, using that patience, man, and seeing if you can save a little dough every now and then, because every shoe seems to be, you know, as far as Jordans go, be sitting, man. From the Adidas side, you know, obviously it's Yeezys are a lot more easier to cop, but they're still selling out. They seem to be anyways. A lot of people are trying to resell these Yeezys, man. There's really nobody wearing their Yeezys. I ain't seen nobody wearing Yeezys, and I hit the mall probably every other day just to kind of see what's going down and shit. And ain't nobody wearing Yeezys. A lot of dudes reselling them, and I ain't mad at that, but it would be nice to kind of see people that actually buy the shoes wear them every now and then, but everybody just keep doing you, man. Other than that, man, that's pretty much it as far as news goes. Ain't much popping this weekend as far as releases, just that one, that Jordan one, that first class. I think there's a Yeezy coming out, 700, the Blue Hospital. Not interested in that sneaker at all. That shit looks, the V2 700s in my opinion look a lot worse than the V1. It's just a lot more clunkier, Balenciaga like, and I'm not interested in these V2s at all. On top of it, they're all similar looking in my opinion, so to throw down $300 for a sneaker that I ain't feeling, y'all can keep that. Anyways, man, this is your boy Jay. We will see you this weekend. Y'all be easy, y'all be safe, and we will see you next time. And we are out. Peace.